Well, howdy. Hey folks, YouTubers. I thought I'd tell you a little story after my little 16-second bit earlier today. I was just cleaning up my house and doing some wash, and it reminded me of a story. I moved into my house a few years ago, and it came with a washer and dryer combination. And so it's just me, so it's small sizes on the washer and dryer. Well, what it turned out to be was after about 2.5 years, the water wasn't draining out. And I know that a lot of people have had trouble with that. Well, I don't have enough money to, just call somebody and say, come over and fix it. So I called my dad, who knows mechanical things. And he came over and we tore it all apart. Of course, I had torn it apart, before he got here, looking for maybe there was a sock that was, stuck. Things, get clogged up in there. And the drainage pipe sometimes just doesn't drain, and it wasn't draining, and for, actually for quite a while it had been going on, but, I don't notice things. I know it was taking like 2 hours for the clothes to get dry, but I just figured, as long as they get dry, I don't care how long it takes. And I should have known something was, wrong when I would take it out of the washer and it would be kind of dripping, although there wouldn't be any water in the washer basin itself, but it'd be kind of dripping anyway. So there was something wrong with it. Anyway, I finally it wouldn't drain enough and be about a quarter of the basin filled. So I had to start taking it apart. Well, I took all the clothes out that were wet and wrung them out, and and then took everything out, and I got the water to drain, but it was really, really slow. And I had to go through about 5 or 6 cycles of spinning before it would all drain out and stay out. So something was wrong with it. We figured maybe it was a water pump or something. And so my dad came over and we looked at it and it seemed to be, okay. The water pump was working, just not very well. So we figured, well, something was inside there, and the only thing we could think of was soap. And it turned out, as it turned out, I was using more soap than I needed, which I wish I would have known of. I could have saved some money, but, the soap was in the washer, and that was so it wasn't creating a suction as it was in the pump to get the water out. So what do? Do we change the pump? No, there must be a better way. So what we did is we took a hose from outside, and the drainage hose from the washer, we plugged the hose in and turned the water pressure up full blast and ran the water up through the pump, thus ridding the pump of the excess soap that was inside. In other words, we gave the wash machine an enema, and it's been working ever since. That was 3.5 years ago. So this is just a little hint for you guys out there that have new washers and they don't seem to be working and they're not draining. Your washing machine may need an enema.